You're watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Now here's your hosts, Tom, Nick, and Dave. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. It's you, it's me, it's N.R.D. Uh-huh. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is T, JP, and D. King D, ladies and gentlemen. King DaveCTheVoice in my 8th and potentially final run as king, because as I've said before, if my ransom is not met, I will kill this show on April 2nd, 2027. 2,000 YouTube subscribers, 1,000 Instagram followers, 1,000 Facebook followers. The ball is in your court.
Wouldn't it be your court?
What's that?
Wouldn't it be your court if you're the king?
No, it's everyone else's opportunity. The ball's in their court. They have the chance to shoot the shot, to win the game, to have this magical ending. It's just all pancakes and unicorns.
Yeah. How about the New Day getting released?
This is bullshit. This is okay.
No,
JP, were you at WrestleMania? You were at WrestleMania 35, correct?
Yes, I was.
Kofi Kingston, and I thought about this today, and I'm trying to think if I'm wrong, and correct me if I am. Kofi Kingston was the last true babyface to defeat a true heel where 100% of the building was in the corner of the babyface underdog. Every other world champion since, there's been a small pocket of the crowd that has wanted the heel to win. There are those that acknowledge the tribal chief. They were wanting Drew to beat Seth at Mania.
Well, the Drew and Seth thing was a whole different bucket in itself.
But yeah, I mean, they tried to pitch it as Drew's the bad guy, Seth is the good guy, sort of thing. But it's the last time that the crowd was 100% in the corner of the babyface.
I mean, it was such like Daniel Bryan's Yes Mania. And that was before that. Yeah, so like those are like the only two that I could really in recent history think of.
Like there were, I looked around and like it was genuine happiness in that building.
Yeah.
It was just like, holy shit, they did the thing we all wanted. Oh, and then I remember some guy yelling, "Oh man, this being Ronda because Ronda's going to win the main event." But no, they gave us all things that night.
That is exactly what I thought. That's 100% what I thought. I'm a little shocked, but also like I wish this happened before Big E got hurt. I don't think it would have happened if Big E didn't get hurt. I don't think so either, but like if it's the New Day, I want the trio.
Yeah, it's fair.
Really bad. I almost think we lost the time of catching lightning in a bottle with where they could go, where it would be like, oh my God. Because they're the bad New Day now, whatever. That's over. They're going to be faces wherever they go. They've got to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think that if this happened 8-ish, 9, 10 years ago, and they went to New Japan, it would have been, I mean, like the height of like the Bucks and the Bullet Club and the Americans learning about New Japan, like. And the New Day had a thing with the Elite at that point, where Kenny and the Bucks and I think if it happened then, oh my God, I love Kofi Kingston's probably one of, like, realistically, jokes aside, I think Kofi Kingston's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's always been entertaining. Xavier Woods is fantastic. I think Xavier Woods is grossly underrated as a wrestler.
Yeah, 100%.
And he invited. Xavier Woods invited me to a bar after a.
That's right. Isn't there a photo
of me, Kofi, and former commissioner of the show, Harold?
That's wild.
That you fired in a bar in Grand Rapids.
Well, there's no. I don't support drinking on the job.
Hey, I went up to Xavier. I'm like, hey, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah, but come to the bar with us. Like, we'll do it there. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, because like he didn't want to take. It just felt like he didn't really want to take pictures in the parking lot. And I'm like, cool. Like,
Fair,
say
it's
no.
cold.
Like, say no. You have a life.
Yeah.
I will never be offended if you say, "Hey, I'm not taking pictures." But he's like, "Come to the bar. We're going to Stella's after the show. Like, come say what's up." Cool. So I wait a while. I go to Stella's. He's there with like his friends, like what looked like normal people. They didn't look like wrestlers. And I just go up to him. I go, "Hey, Xavier, like, thanks for telling me to come through. Like, I don't want to bother you. You're with your friends. I'd love to just take a quick photo if you have time, chat for a minute. Like, I love what you're doing." And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can I make things really weird and have my puppet in the photo?" And he's like, "Oh, I love it."
Let's
And
get
he was
weird.
a sweetheart. He was a sweetheart. I am assuming they'll end up in AEW.
I hope so. I
I mean,
want to
it's
see.
to me,
New Day
it's
versus the Young Bucks at All In Wembley Stadium.
honestly like,
Writes
and there
itself.
doesn't even there needs to be a week of build.
Like,
We
Like
30
you know what?
seconds.
Oh
Not
my
even
God.
10
I
seconds.
know
they
exactly
show
how
up
this.
on Dynamite and they say, "Hey, Young Bucks, 10 years in the making. Let's do it."
No,
Wembley
I got
Stadium.
it. You know how they.
And then it's
if
done.
if BTE was still BTE as it used to be, there would be fucking sketches every week of the Young Bucks playing GTA 6 online and talking shit with somebody. And they're like, "Well, your mom and whatnot." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, if you're so big and bad, you meet us in the ring at All In." And it turns out to be Kofi and Woods.
It's just
I think
there's
it's
so
gonna
many.
happen.
It's got like, this is what we've
They
been
were on an
waiting
episode
for.
of BTE.
We've wanted this for so long.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's for one match.
exactly.
Like
Maybe nice was more than one.
just give us
Agree.
the match. And like,
Yeah, I would love to see New Day.
don't even fucking set like a time limit. Like, just let them cook. Let them cook as long as they need to cook. And
I would love to see them have a chance to do.
there it is.
I would love to see it have the New Day have time to work the tag circuit in AEW, because I have them and FTR, love it.
Yeah.
Them and maybe we get Edge and Christian versus them. I
Yeah.
would love that. It's like there are a number of teams I wouldn't mind. Like them versus Private Party would be a blast.
Oh my God, yes.
I would love it.
They don't put the New Day is really not capable of putting on a bad match. They've had not great matches, but I can't recall a match where I'm like, that sucked. The outcome may have sucked, but like, I feel like overall their matches bell to bell are entertaining, and it may they're. I
will just
take. I got a real hot take that I gotta get out of here first, and
do it.
I feel like this is the spirit of Tom has taken over me here.
Oh boy.
So, Kofi Kingston, claimed by CM Punk to be his road wife. CM Punk, one of the top guys in the company, who has pull, who's all about wrestlers' rights and protecting wrestlers and making sure they get paid and taken care of. CM Punk, who said, "I'll never go to Saudi Arabia for that blood money. Sorry, Saudi Arabia, I was just kidding." All of a sudden, his road wife is getting let go because of a contract situation, and Punk can't, I don't know, pull some strings to make it happen. Drop the Punk from your name and call yourself corporate.
I don't think it's that. So from what I understand, last year the New Day signed new contracts. Recently, TKO wants to shave millions of dollars off the books. They looked at the contracts and saw New Day not on television that much due to creative, not their own fault.
Well, creative and
said,
Xavier was injured for a little bit.
Let's shave those contracts off. So they said, "Listen, guys, we need to renegotiate your contracts or let you go." And so they said, "Okay, let us go."
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I don't think Punk would have had anything to do. I don't think Punk could have done much.
I think Punk could have done it. I think Punk could have talked to could have used his political pull to change that, because
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Because here's how I think. I'm pretty sure that's the case. AJ Lee showed up. Now, AJ Lee,
His actual road wife.
his actual wife, yes. So AJ Lee, I haven't been impressed with her this run. And that, whatever. She hasn't wrestled in a long time. I get it. And Becky Lynch has helped her with that. Not at all. And I'm kind of going, oh, it just feels like she got a job because he pulled some strings, which is why I'm kind of going, you mean to tell me you don't think that if Punk said to, went to TKO and said, hey, listen, we need to keep these guys around because they're good for morale, they're good for whatever. TKO wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, we'll okay, maybe we won't screw with their contracts.
Fair.
I mean, hell, look at Cody's gotten 90% of the NXT bring ups. He got them all brought over from AEW.
Yep.
Very true. Very true.
I get the thought of I honestly agree with you, JP. I think a lot of what's going on right now, because I watched an interesting video on TikTok. From what this one guy said on TikTok, and it kind of made sense, is there's a lot of wrestlers right now who they're just trying to, like you said, renegotiate contracts.
Yep.
And if they can't come to an agreement, they can't come to an agreement. It is within TKO's right to try to renegotiate contracts if that contract is up, expiring, coming up. That's business. Yeah. I heard from said random person on TikTok that Roman Reigns has been pulled from all the Monday Night Raw graphics, and his contract has been up for renegotiation, and it was supposed to be the summer of Reigns, but his face is off all of the graphics now.
He's not going to get let go.
He's not going to let go, but this might, if they're trying to rework his contract and they can't.
Oh, no, they probably said, we want to cut money off of your check, and he said, okay, then I'm going to work less dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what and that's like the crux of what I'm trying to get at is they're just trying to save dollars and cents here and there. And I think we're just going to get a nice shift. And like, it might be good for business. We might get I love Ricky Starks. I love Ricky Starks in AEW. I think he's fantastic. I think he's cute as hell. We might get to see some of these younger talents now getting a little bit of
the broadcast, Ricky Saints.
Get a little bit of that push. I don't know.
So
I think it's bullshit.
He's already been moved up to the main roster. He got in the ring with Cody.
Wrestled Cody.
He's definitely getting some. I mean, we saw a lot of debuts happen over the last couple weeks. I mean, even in NXT this last week, we saw Evil showed up.
Yep.
Or whatever he is being named.
Well, he's given a box with a thing that said Evil in it. He gave a shirt that said, I believe it says Evil on it. I doubt they're going to call him Evil, but they haven't.
They call him Bad Man.
They haven't announced him as anything else.
I saw they took out they trademarked something, but I can't remember.
I would love it if they don't name him anything.
And just keep talking about him the entire time.
6 months, he has no name.
But he got offered to be put on the same show as his girl, Io Sky, and he said, no, put me on NXT.
Yep.
I heard that because he wanted to learn the way that NXT or WWE does production, for lack of a better term.
Which makes sense.
I didn't know he was with Io. Interesting.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah. They might be married. They might not be. They're Japanese, so it's a secret. That's right. Just like Asuka's kid.
I heard he's not actually evil.
Asuka's kid that no one knows about.
I will say this. I just hope that as the lone active surviving member of the New Day, that Grayson Waller can just carry on this legacy like we all believe he can't.
Yeah, Grayson Waller just comes out with pancakes.
He just comes out with pancakes.
And he's like, ah.
I remember the SmackDown after Mania 35 when Kofi was going to have his big celebration. And I remember standing outside of the Barclays Center. And to those of you who've never been to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, there is a Stop and Shop grocery store across the street. Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's that way. It's literally 20 blocks that way.
And I remember just seeing a WWE like guy with a headset walking with a cart of just boxes and boxes of frozen Eggo pancakes. And I was like, huh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I see they weren't skimping for the championship celebration. They were using name brand frozen pancakes. So,
As they should.
but
I mean,
yeah,
because what fucking merch movers?
in
What
their
merch
prime,
movers?
you could stick a New Day. New Day was what Danhausen is now.
Yeah.
I
Like
have
they
a
had
box of Bootios literally right over on my shelf here.
like I remember at WrestleMania Access, they had like the big Bootios box you could do a photo op with, and the big Bootios like necklace here or whatever. They had everything. They had the ice cream truck. I remember there was WWE night at a Devils game I went to years ago, and they had an Undertaker hearse. They had a Ric Flair robe, and they had the New Day ice cream cart bicycle. And I'm like, this is a fever dream. But yeah,
I also
I
heard
look forward to seeing what they do. Just another side note, I think they'd be fun against the fucking the Gun Club.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine them and Austin and Colton Gunn.
So we do know that they announced on Collision
They're back.
both the Ass Boys are back.
The Ass Boys
Yeah.
are back. Power of Danhausen.
Bang Bang Gang is up to 4 now. They got Ace Austin, Juice, and the Ass Boys.
And Jay
I was
White's
very
coming home,
confused
baby.
about who Ace Austin was.
Ace
He's
Austin was in
very
TNA.
good.
Yeah.
He's
in TNA
he's
for a
small
long
in
time.
stature, but he's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
He was also he's been a Bullet Club. He was a Bullet Club member, brought in by Jay
Chris
White.
Bay. Yep.
Him and Chris Bay, yeah, in TNA. He had a kind of a Gambit themed gimmick that he did for a long time.
Shawn Michaels kind of thing.
Yeah, if Shawn Michaels decided to be Gambit and was a little bit shorter, that's what Ace Austin's been doing, and he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard another thing.
Oh.
Dave, you like this? I came prepared this week.
Oh, look at this. Look at Tom.
I heard that WWE is getting rid of a lot of their Legends deals too.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I heard that.
Yeah.
You know what that means? We might have the return of micro brawlers.
That would be pretty awesome. And
You
then
son of a bitch.
First thing I thought of, if they're getting rid of these Legends deals,
Because my thing is this, like,
fucking slurry.
Obviously, besides the whole, besides the video game, are they putting out? And obviously, besides your Stone Colds and Rocks and those high profile legends, with no disrespect to anyone else, but like, what besides having the Godfather for conversation purposes under a Legends deal? Just because I'm looking at his micro, so it doesn't make sense. But having the Godfather under a Legends deal, what does that do for him in WWE? Like,
so that what that means is that they usually will have that for toys. They'll have it for video game purposes.
And again, the video game makes sense, but are they really? I've not seen a Godfather figure. Granted, I don't look for WWE figures that much.
So
I collect.
They'll do
I
stuff
limit,
like,
I
so
collect
for example, there's like a million Fred Ottman toys, and I don't is Mattel making them right now. Whoever's making the WWE toys right now, they've released, they'll do current people and they'll do legends, and they have their various they've done the Hasbro revival toys. They're doing the big rubber guy revival stuff.
Yeah.
They're doing and they've had those big Legends box ones that they've done where you'll have a Typhoon and you'll have a Shockmaster, and you'll have and they'll do smaller runs of a lot of those guys, but they'll still be releasing these things. Plus, they'll do merch. Like they'll have a shirt or something. It won't be a lot of stuff, but they'll have merch and stuff that they'll do. Most of it's just for the merchandise. Like,
yeah, and I feel like it's not lucrative enough.
Imagine a fucking Jerry Lawler micro brawler.
Jerry Lawler would do numbers. Also, again, I've said this before. A Lawler autograph. Lawler has one of the best signatures in the game. If you've never seen a Jerry Lawler autograph,
don't we have one in a Pro Wrestling Crate?
Yes,
possibly.
Burns to grab my binders.
I'm like 90%.
No, we do have an autographed 8x10.
Because I know a bunch of them did end up having items or something in
Yes.
Pro Wrestling Craze, but like I just feel like the more you can do without the legend seal, it just gets cooler. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the toys thing is really where toys and video games, like you could get if AEW makes a Fight Forever 2, which honestly, I'm gonna say this about Fight Forever. If they had released the game that it is now when it came out, that game would have been great, and people would have been
Game
like,
that it is now.
why
What else did they add? I know they did like the Stadium Stampede.
They added a
That-
bunch of different matches. They fixed a bunch of problems, and it's a better game. I still like it better than the 2K games, but I checked out of the last wrestling games that I've enjoyed was Fight Forever and Fire Pro, and I don't like. Hey, there you go.
This isn't
I'm
even
not
a
a-
good one. I've seen much better. It's like HOF. It says the king or whatnot, but he had to
Yeah.
full sign these. So.
I'm not a big fan of the 2K games. I don't like the way they play, and
it's just too
they're very
complicated
clunky.
to play.
There's
Yes.
that too. I wish
mean,
there was a dummy.
I don't play a lot of games. I play the Mario games because they're easy. Oh, fuck you up in Mario Tennis. And the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. Like that's kind of all I play. And I play Fortnite sometimes because I don't know how to build, but I just play and I win a lot because I don't fucking care.
That good.
But like for me to play a video game, it needs to be pretty simple.
I mean, I think of the N64 games and the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, that were pretty. They're very arcade. They're very simple. And that's really all I want. That's actually one of the main reasons I liked Fight Forever, where you could tell they were trying to go for that kind of feel.
Arcade style, yep.
And probably my biggest problem with Fight Forever currently is that it looks dated.
Yeah.
And that's that was my I will say this: 2K, when everything's working, is a super pretty game.
When it's working.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of working, you know who's not working?
Who's that?
Nick?
Britt Baker.
Oh.
Who?
Britt Baker. So
you mean that
after
Steelers fan from the NFL draft?
Yeah. So after we talked about that, I started going, what is going on with Britt Baker? Why aren't we seeing her on TV? What's going on? So Britt Baker, her contract is up this year. She's probably not going to show up in AEW because she has made too many enemies. She has a reputation for being difficult to work with. She has caused more problems, and a lot of people aren't entirely sure if she even wants to come back to wrestling because she's been doing her dentist thing.
Yeah.
That she might show up in WWE, but again, she has a reputation that she's difficult to work with. But maybe that's what she needs. She needs to go to a different company where they won't put up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but
I don't know why she would go to WWE because their schedule is so much harder than AEW. And if she's got a full dentist gig, like, how are you going to do it, babe?
Oh, she's only doing the dentist thing part-time right now.
Yeah, but like, even still.
I don't know. I mean, maybe the contract will be right. I don't know, but yeah, her contract is up as of it's this year. Which, what are you going to do? So I was thinking about this, how, you look at AEW, you look at WWE, and you look at how both companies are building they got all these new people, all these build-ups, and you got kind of like this different way of doing things as far as building up guys. Like I look at like Darby Allin. Darby Allin's build-up was super long. I'm not a huge fan of his. I don't really like that he has the title right now. I understand the open challenge is to kind of get people to be like, oh, he's our guy. I don't know if that's working for people, but and they're doing the same thing with like Kevin Knight, Kevin Knight, I'm not sure if Kevin Knight is the next big thing. I don't know, but I look at WWE and what they're doing. You've got Braun Breaker, who who's been on that cusp. We all know he's going to be a big guy. Are they going to just change his name to Steiner? Because they've been saying it
They should.
a lot with this Seth thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, but like you got Obafemi who's doing his open challenge. So he's doing the same type of thing as Darby Allin and all
Tiffany
that.
Stratton's going to be doing an open challenge.
Yeah. But then you got like Jacob Fatu, who's just going straight to the top. And challenging there. And the same thing with like Braun Breaker, where they're going for top guys and all that. Like, what do you guys think would work better in any of those situations?
I think they should just have better storylines that don't allow you, book me a story that I want to see the next act. Don't have it be find out what happens next week, or like
Well, I mean, like
because
building a guy up, like
if you open it up to let me fantasy book in my head, right? Because here's the thing. Let's cut to Danhausen, for example. He's going to have a mystery tag partner at Backlash. And I've seen everything, right? What if it's Elton Prince as the mystery opponent? That'd be very cool if you get it. Elton Prince is Kit Wilson's former tag partner. But most likely, it's going to be Jelly Roll.
It better not be.
I think it's going to be Jelly Roll because from what I heard, the original plan was supposed to be Randy Orton and Pat McAfee versus Cody and Jelly Roll at Backlash.
So yeah,
by the way,
they kind of did a little bit of that kind of thing.
Also, just for the record, folks, if you haven't already, look at Danhausen's TikTok, Facebook, whatever page, and watch him insert himself in the 2000, I think it's 7 Backlash promo. I've watched that so much. I showed that to my wife, and I'm just giggling because she just caught me on the couch, just like this. We're watching TV, and I'm just going at Backlash, and she's like, "What?"
I watched it. I had to have watched it like 3 times in a row because I was just dying. Because it's just like, okay, you know what? You got it. You got me with this.
Yeah. And what's funny is Chris Van Vliet mentioned that in a pod, like one of his Ask CVV episodes, like 2 weeks ago, and I thought to myself, I was like, it'd be pretty funny if Danhausen did that. And then here we are. I'm like, holy shit, it's the best.
So I want to touch on who I think his tag team partner could be, and then I want to go back to JP's question. It has to be R-Truth.
No. He's teaming with Damian Priest.
Still?
I think there's a real easy one that you're skipping out on.
CM Punk?
Pepsi Fatal.
It's going to be a guy who paints up his face. And I think it would be maybe, I don't know, the most popular guy in WWE from AAA.
I was like, oh, Stardust?
Actually, the thing is, it's like Mr. Iguana, I think would work.
Mr. Iguana,
I think that you might also get a situation where, what they've done in other companies where somebody paints up their face and they're, whoever Hausen, Cody Hausen or and
I have 2 points. I have 2 points.
Jericho
so I could definitely see Mr. Iguana. That makes sense. And it'd be funny if Danhausen cuts a promo and like, yeah, the pesos to American dollars conversion's great. I actually saved some of my 400 human monies. But imagine instead of Mr. Iguana, it's Psycho Clown. And when he goes to rip his face, it's Danhausen underneath.
Fucking brilliant.
Also work. I would also love that. Like I am
just
all about
middle boom.
I'm just thinking of all the because first off, I'm into this match with Miz and Kip is going to be.
They're doing it.
Oh my god,
well.
they got me saying it wrong too. I'm in. Like it doesn't even matter who the tag partner is. I'm like so into this match.
So in.
And so that's why I'm like, if I'm fantasy booking it, there's an easy person who I pick for the fantasy booking.
Who's that?
That'd be Yanohausen.
Oh my
Toru Yano in Danhausen paint. We're fantasy booking. That's what I want. I mean, I can't think of a better combination there. I mean, I know Tom would be like, he wants Doinkhausen.
You get me Yano, I'm good.
That would be
Honestly,
fantastic.
I think Yano's.
Imagine John Cena, like Danhausen's going at his own. He's like nobody's showing up, and then all of a sudden John Cena's music hits, and John just is there, but never gets tagged in. But
Never,
Danhausen
but
just like
face paint.
yes,
Yeah.
he comes out in face paint.
Cena-hausen, so it's not John Cena.
And he doesn't
Yes.
wrestle. And he doesn't wrestle.
He never gets in
And
during legal action.
Danhausen just cleans house.
He's just so happy to see his friend. It fucking helped hypes him
One Cena-hausen.
up.
It
Juan Cena Iguanahausen clown.
What
Just
they're
half
doing,
the AAA locker room.
This
popped up.
is what they're doing with Danhausen is what they've needed to do with so many other people.
Yep. Agreed.
Give the people what they want, right? We want to be entertained.
I can fucking hold on. Wait. So we have all of the AAA guys plus Juan Cena help out. End of the match. Juan Cena takes off the mask. It's John Cena. Lights go out. Gong. Here comes El Jefe of AAA, The Undertaker, rolling down on his Harley and gets in the ring and tells John, "We want to thank you for everything you've done for the business, everything you're going to do for the business, and we'd like to announce that you will be the first inductee into the Saudi Arabia Hall of Fame in 2027.
Good Lord.
That's some good fantasy booking, Dave. I can't say I dislike that.
Give me the pencil, baby. Give me
All
the
right.
pencil.
I have to step out of the screen for just a moment, but I want to answer JP's question first. With these pushes, like with the Obafemi Open Challenge, with Jacob Fatu going for Roman Reigns, I agree with Dave if we need good stories to get us there.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they're doing Jacob Fatu well.
Yeah.
And he has to win.
I
He
don't
won't,
hate it.
but he has to.
I can see it working if he loses, but you have to do it a very specific way.
I can see it working if he loses, 100%.
I'll say this. If
But-
Jacob Fatu
I'm
wins
talking,
and he
Dave.
wins clean,
Dave?
Roman's contract's up.
Dave, I'm
Tom.
talking.
Rude.
I
rude.
think WWE has a chance right now to capture what they're doing with Danhausen with other wrestlers. The people love it. Give it to the people. Give us Obafemi just demolishing people. I'd love to see Obafemi and Will Hobbs in a match. I would love to see that.
That's
I
we're
I
gonna
think
see
it's
a
too
lot.
soon to do that. I think
It's far too soon.
Yeah.
It is far too soon. And it would destroy Will Hobbs. He'd get destroyed.
He has to.
He has to. And I don't want that to happen, but I'd love to see them go at it. I think right now Obafemi needs to run through every mid-carder, every single one, even to like mid to top tier, top card, and start picking away. Does he go for the Intercontinental title? Does he go for the US title? Does he go for like, if you put a mid-card title on Obafemi, I think it will elevate the title.
I think that it depends on the title. I also think with Obafemi, I almost don't want to put a mid-card title on him, only because I agree with have him go on a run, have him go on a Goldberg run.
Yeah.
This open challenge thing can work. And if you want him to just work local jobbers, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
Like, just give him just make him this unstoppable force, and occasionally have him wrestle Matt Cardona, because we know Cardona's not going to win. He's going to hit him with a Rough Rider. For some reason, WWE, it doesn't work. Everyone kicks out except Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
But the thing is, I think that with Obafemi, you kind of do that. The crowd likes him. You give him time to really kind of work on the character a bit more and introduce more of the character to the crowd. So they get, why is he the ruler? What is this thing? What is this about? Give us more to like about him.
Yeah.
And I think it's already there. I think he's already shown that. I think it's just he's got to introduce it to the bigger crowd.
Yeah.
And
I'll be right back.
You have him run through jobber after jobber, and I think that'll work. I think that it won't work with Darby Allin, and I don't think it will work because I look at Darby Allin and I'm going,
You shouldn't. I love Darby Allin. Clearly, I do.
Yes, he is.
He's fantastic.
He has struck you.
Darby Allin, he is not the guy to have an open challenge, because 9 times out of 10, the guy hosting the open challenge needs to be the favorite.
Yep. You can't be the underdog if you're running through guys like that.
Correct.
Like if Brody King was doing it, I'd be like, understand.
Okay.
You know, but like Darby Allin doing the open challenge doesn't make sense because you can't be the underdog when you're the champ
Yep.
Yeah.
and you're doing an open challenge every week. Because at a certain point you stop being the underdog. And I know it's part of its storyline to where he's teasing MJF that so MJF is never gonna get a shot.
Yep.
But
we all know the payoff is MJF comes back and gets a shot and wins the title back.
Yeah.
We all know
it. In New York.
Yep.
Like and the thing is that I think that's part of what annoys me about it is that I don't buy Darby as a champ. I see him as a guy holding onto a title.
It could have. But
yeah, a couple years ago.
Opportunity.
That window closed a couple of years ago. Like they're pulling the trigger way too late on this one.
Years too late.
Like I would even have accepted after the Sting retirement match if Darby, was doing his thing. Like I'd be like, you know what? Okay, I'm okay with this. This is the right time. He's got he's
a great TNT champion.
Yeah, and I'm okay with him being a mid-card champ. I don't mind that at all. I mean, there's enough mid-card titles to go around, which is a whole different thing that I get annoyed about. But I think that you've got him in this spot, and I know that fans like him. I know that is the case, but I don't see him as the face of the company. No. I don't go, man, I can't wait to get the next pay-per-view so I can watch the Darby Allin match. I don't think I've ever said that about a Darby Allin match.
No, even if it's him and Sting, I was like,
this was a pretty epic match.
He's
no one-sided affair.
He's had great matches, but it's not the draw.
Yeah. That's my big problem. And like MJF, if he's in the title match, I'm probably going to be in.
Yeah.
And I can say that about a lot of guys. I can say about Swerve. I can say that about Hangman. I can say about Kenny Omega, Okada. Heck, I'll even throw Takeshita in there. It's weirdly, Andrade's starting to win me over.
Right?
Yeah.
He just won a New Japan title.
He did.
Yeah.
He won like the IWGP Global Championship.
Which is his first in like 20 years? No.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't won one not since he was La Sombra.
Yeah.
Which he hasn't been La Sombra in quite a while, but he's still doing La Sombra stuff. The thing.
It's good, man.
I actually think that, I said this about Andrade before. When he was in WWE, I thought my biggest problem with him was that he didn't quite get it until they started working him with Sin Cara 2, and the two of them put on Barn Burners. Then I'm just like, what the crap? Why aren't we getting this? This is the guy that I've been telling people for years that it's La Sombra's great, Andrade is great, and I feel like an idiot half the time because it's like he wasn't doing anything. And this run, his match with Kenny Omega was great. His match with Darby was actually pretty good. I didn't like the result, but the match was good.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, I wouldn't mind seeing him and Roosh get back together. Or against each other.
A lot of things I wouldn't mind with it.
But I'm going, Darby isn't doing it for me. Kevin Knight isn't doing it for me. I know they're trying to push Kevin Knight into the spot. I kind of felt like when I saw him win that, I thought the wrong guy from the tag team won. Because I thought Speedball was going to be the guy.
Yeah.
I thought Speedball, they're giving Speedball all the juice. They're in Canada. He's Canadian. He's got the, mullet going on. Not as nice as Jared's. Shout out to Jared.
Shout out Jared. For now.
No, we can shout out Jared. There's
For
nothing
now.
wrong with that. No, you can still shout him out. There's nothing wrong with that. He's got a mullet. You're not cutting his mullet. Dave, you're not.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do.
No, you leave Jared's mullet alone. He needs that to make beer. And Dave, you drink beer. And if beer stops getting made, you stop getting beer.
Jared does not work for Sam Adams Brewery, and that's the only beer I drink, everybody.
Do you know that for sure, though, Dave? Are you willing to take that chance? Maybe Sam Adams has been trying to woo him over.
We're not doing anything to Jared. I met Jared in person before I met any of you. We're not getting... Jared is safe.
I met Jared in person.
I
also
met him before I met anyone else.
I also have met Jared before I met anyone else.
Jared supplied the victory wine after I cashed in
Oh my
the
God!
Wrestling Nerd Broadcast in the bank at Margaret's wedding.
Jared's
and
the
won
first
it
person
in a
who met
hotel
Harold.
room.
Jared's the first person to met Harold in person.
Wow.
Wow, not even Frank.
That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive.
Just
So,
saying.
so I also want
You know what
to.
else is impressive? Not our subscriber numbers, not our follower numbers.
No.
Oh
Just
no!
saying, I'm out here
Cancel
still
the show now.
posting.
Did it go
Cancel
down?
the show now.
They've gone down. The numbers are going down.
How
Are
are
they?
they going down? How is that happening?
I don't know. Jonathan Hodap's threatening to hold out his comment after I threatened to fire him.
I mean,
Oh no, one less comment.
You mean 100% of the comments?
Yeah, 100% of the comments.
Dave, you're trying to get rid of all of the comments.
Hold on. Speaking of the comments,
What
I
comment?
just went on our last episode, and Jonathan Mayer goes, "Who the fuck is Tony Jones?" That's what we're all wondering.
Tony
Jonathan
Jones.
Mayer.
So, let me tell you about it.
I'm tired of this Tony Jones slander because Tony Jones and I have a lot in common. We're
Let me
both
tell you about Tony
all
Jones.
wealthy men from the
Also,
Northeast.
did you notice that my brother commented when I said I hate Dave? It's either it's got to be my brother. Yeah, me too. I asked Jeeves, and he told me Dave stinks.
Maybe that's it. Maybe our SEO isn't good with Ask Jeeves. Maybe that's what I really need to
let me tell you a little something that happened to me in the last week.
Oh.
I was a victim of a social media hacking incident.
Oh.
What?
Where my X account was hacked, my profile name was changed, and this person went through a bunch of went and DM'd a bunch of people, including Matt Cardona, and sent him a picture of some Latina woman.
Oh.
And asked him what he was up to. Now,
Hey.
Cardona did not respond, which that's okay. But I got very upset when I noticed that this Latina woman was trying to talk to him about real estate in the New England area. Now, I only know of one person who would be that tyrannical, that insidious, that horrible. And so I believe that Tony Jones has come after me. He hacked my X account and DM'd a bunch of people. I got my account back, by the way, which, I just had to change my password and all that. But yeah, I believe that Tony Jones, he's coming after. He's coming after me.
He is not. It's not. That's slander. Okay, that is slander against a great man. Perhaps the tallest man that I've ever come across, quite honestly.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow. I don't know.
Just saying.
Now Dave's just making
saw
up
a photo
stuff.
of Tone Jones on the Facebook the other day, and he was with a woman standing in front of him, and he is just towering over this young lady. Towering. This isn't Disney. This is not forced perspective of the castle, ladies and gentlemen. Tone Jones is a tall man.
I can't believe you.
I said what I said.
Dave, I don't mind if you say facts and if you have certain opinions, but just slandering somebody like that,
like you did,
Tom does. I have proof that
I wish Tony Jones
hacked.
a great day.
Dave,
my account was hacked. I do have that.
Your account is a hack job.
I am hurt. I'm hurt by your words.
I'm so sorry. You know what else hurts? You know what else hurts me? The fact that this show is called the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are just tuning in, subscribe and save the show. Nerd stands for Nick, Ryan, and Dave. I'm here. Ryan hasn't been here in 2 years. Where are my 8x10s? And Nick's not here. Nick has the first letter in the show. It's the Wrestling Podcast right now. Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the
The Wrestling Podcast.
But me and Tom are here.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to show you a photo.
We said the T stands for Tom, the H stands for Harold, but he's gone, so I guess the H stands for Hooper.
I just want to show you. This was me in like the late 70s with Andre the Giant. So you're telling
Why does that
me
look like Nick?
You're telling me Tony
that looks like
Jones
Paul Walter
Hauser
and Nick.
That is not Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah,
Jesus.
definitely tell that.
Jesus.
Let me tell you, somebody who knows about Megabed. Inside jokes in here. Throwing out the inside jokes because
Throwing out the inside jokes.
No. You know what? Speaking of throwing out, talk about
What?
throwing out the baby with the bathwater. You know what happens when we had the first baby? Nick got hit by a car. Nick's not here tonight. And you know whose fault that is?
You got hit by a car?
Linda's fault. It is
What?
Linda's fault. Linda ran Nick over with that car all those years ago. Linda's the reason he's not here tonight.
How?
So you know what? So
You
you
ran
know
him over
what?
with a car?
You know what? You know what? Linda, you're fired. You're fired from the broadcast, Linda. Linda is out of here.
You can't help yourself. You got to Jeff Hardy it. You can't help yourself.
Out of here. So, ladies
You're
and
mean.
gentlemen, you better make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You better like us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, whatever the hell the damn thing is now. Follow us on Instagram. Do that. Like Tom's Got Glasses, like DJ Dave See the Voice, like AquaCare Pool Services, because Linda clearly needs all the social media interaction she get at this point because she's just been let go of the broadcast. Follow JP. He's doing a lot of AI stuff, giving hot sauce to penguins. I don't even know if that's good for penguins. Travel all the way to the
He
Antarctic.
climbed the mountain. He climbed a mountain, Dave. He went off by himself. Werner Herzog said he was going to die, and he didn't. He got to the mountain, and I got him some fish with some hot sauce. Because I thought, hey, if the penguin is climbing a mountain and he obviously hasn't eaten, he's going to want to eat something. So I gave him some
I
fish.
don't think hot sauce is the way to go, especially on a mountain. It's going to melt the snow.
Yeah, he's a
habitat.
penguin. Try to keep him warm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode of the broadcast. Make sure you go on our ProWrestlingTees.com store. While that's still there, who knows? Maybe I'll fire somebody from there next week. Who knows? Maybe I'll fire somebody from the Micro Brawler fan group. It could be you. Tune in and find out. Maybe I'll have my 8x10s there. Maybe we'll have a company that's willing to give us money if we buy our products and whatnot.
I'm interrupting.
Oh.
I'm interrupting. I would really like those 8x10s.
That's what
I just want one.
They're really nice. They're very good quality.
Ryan, we spent a lot of money and time on those 8x10s. This is my plea. I never really do this. Spent a lot of time and money getting 8x10s printed and signing them and shipping them to each other and making it happen. This was an important time in my life. And that would have been a really nice memento to have. So, Ryan, if you're watching, which you're probably not because you don't care about us, that hurts. Send us our 8x10s, dude.
I'd like to state this as well. If you go back to the episodes of when I was living in my apartment, so this is September 2022 to May of 23, my office, I didn't have much on my walls behind me. That is because I wanted the centerpiece to be the 8x10 that we got.
Yeah.
I never got that 8x10, so I never really got to decorate my office behind me. I had a couple photos. I had the photo of us at the wedding that I put up. That's it. I want my 8x10. I want the money. I want it all. And I want you to subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, I got this.
Wow, so do I. It's over there.
My Harold Bucks all framed up.
That was a good idea I had.
I have it framed up right there. It's autographed to me.
I spent so much time Googling how to make fake money.
Do you know what I have?
What?
I have this.
The contract from TNA?
It is signed. It is signed, ladies and gentlemen. And it has a signature and a Polaroid picture of me and Kurt Angle at Impact Wrestling.
I mean, Dave,
you know what I have?
Do you not see how much human money that's worth?
We're pulling things. Do you know what I have?
We're yanking them.
A candle that looks like donuts.
Wow.
1 million human monies. Look, there's 2 of them, Dave.
I got 2 million. Gerald. I'm coming for you, Jared.
2 million human monies.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode
Ladies
of the
and
broadcast.
gentlemen, thank you for watching the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. I'm not going to let Dave do it. I'm going to say this. Like and subscribe to all of our social medias. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're not on TikTok. YouTube. I'm going to say do that. Add us a comment. Tell me to fuck off. I don't care.
Here's
Just
the thing.
comment
Pick a
on
number
things.
1
No,
through
Dave,
10.
shut the
Comment.
fuck up. Shut up. Just do something. I'm going to ask for this. As badly as I want this show to end, talking about the 8x10s made me realize I actually like this. I like you guys. You guys have become friends of mine. So maybe just fucking support us. We try. Did we stop trying for a little while? Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all right? You know who else I'm sorry to? I'm sorry to your mom and my mom for letting you down. Happy Mother's Day, moms, next Sunday. And you know what? Just like Tony Schiavone said when he was on the Maury Povich show with Sally Jesse Raphael, happy Mother's Day. God bless America. And fuck you, Tony Jones. Goodbye.